I decided not to upload the first one, so we'll just do this
Yeah,
as our
yeah,
first one. That was like
yeah. No problem.
I like get the shakes out, and this
Yep.
one we got this.
Yes, sir.
All right, so starting at the bottom of the prelims, work our way up.
Yeah.
All right, so I missed a good chunk of the Guram fight. I only saw the last round really. Um, he looked like I heard he was losing like pretty bad in the first two. That's just what I heard. I don't know. But it looked like he was
Yeah,
starting to come back
Guram
a little in the
didn't
third.
show up. Yeah, yeah. He did come back a little in the third, but he it wasn't really that close. He
So
got
like
dropped a couple times.
really okay.
Yeah, he
Oh,
got
he
dropped
did
a couple
it.
times.
I'm looking at the stats now. He got dropped twice. The stats were not
Fernandez.
close. You're
He
right.
actually shot him too, and he was a decent underdog.
You're right. 79 significant strikes at 29 across the 3 rounds. That's pretty bad.
Yeah,
And he
and
got
he did
dropped
it
in round
mostly on the
3, and
feet.
I didn't even see that. How did that happen?
He got dropped early, and then I think he got dropped in the second.
Yeah,
I
he
want to
did.
say.
I came in late into the third, like maybe halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, and he got two
yeah,
takedowns too. Guram didn't even get one.
I missed
I
a
don't-
missed a good chunk of that. Guram missed like 5 takedowns. I think, stats.
But dude,
Yeah,
early Fernandez took his legs away, and it was
lots of leg kicks.
yeah, his legs were gone after the first round.
Check. Oh yeah,
His
23
leg
leg
was
kicks
gone.
across the fight.
Yeah, but the first round it was he could
7.
barely stand, and then he get dropped. I think he got dropped with a leg kick actually.
He must
In
have
the
been
second.
landing clean on those.
Yeah, he got dropped with uh in the second with a leg kick.
We both had a Guram winning that, didn't we?
Yeah, dude, I didn't really
Yeah,
know
that's
Fernandez. He looked pretty nice though.
0-1. All right, way to
And
start.
how are you gonna lose with Hamza and Ilya in the corner?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a pretty big corner. There was someone else in there, wasn't it?
You're
Ilya's
disowned.
brother. You're
Yeah, I think it
disowned.
was
Get away from the mountains, go somewhere else.
literally.
Uh, yeah, I don't have much to say on that one. The Fletcher fight's next. What do you think about
Yeah,
that one?
I mean Fletcher hit him with a spinning elbow. That
Yeah.
you remember that caught him in the last like 15 seconds, 20 seconds of the fight. Uh, I thought Fletcher won, dude. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I thought he did too.
I thought it was bad. I thought it was a bad one.
That was the first call of the night. There's two kind of or three kind of sus judgment calls, and this
Yeah.
was the start. Because even look at the stats. Now, I will say stats don't tell the fight. I 100% agree on that. But Nathan won all 3 rounds on. Well, he won 2 rounds on stats pretty clearly. It looks like
True,
they just
Nathan.
favor control time. That's all they did.
Yeah, Nathan won all three on wait, hold on one sec. I'm looking at the wrong one.
He I thought his wrestling looked really good though. Like Nathan's looked
Yeah.
good for the most part. Well, he only got
Yeah,
one out of 7 takedowns. I remember another one for some
on
reason.
verdict he won 2 and 3.
Yeah, that's based off the stats. I had him winning 2 and 3 too, but I think I had him winning the first maybe.
Yeah, I definitely thought he won that fight for sure.
Yeah, was the first close or am I just dumb? I'm really bad at judging fights, so I'd
I think it was.
take
I think it was close. I think it was close.
I'll
I
be the
don't
first
know.
to say I'm horrible at judging, so I wouldn't take my word as gospel
If you
here.
look at the stats, it's just one sided.
Yeah, it's tough.
Just look at not watching the fight.
I
And he was in his home crowd too.
in my notes I did say it looked like Lofren came back with his cardio in round 3 and better wrestling. And I put robbery decision for Lofren though, to be honest. That was at the end of my notes there.
That is facts.
You got any other closing statements on that? That's
No,
I
just look.
just I
I thought Fletcher looked decent.
I didn't think
Pretty
Fletcher
good.
lost that fight.
Yeah, I don't either.
They just favor the wrestling there, but I don't know.
No, I agree.
Dude, that
I would have given it to Fletcher.
yeah, same. And that Banan fight, they had a crazy little exchange there.
Dude, she ate a just one of the most beautiful head kicks just on the chin and then gets her tapped out a minute later. It's just crazy.
Yeah, right into an armbar pretty much. That was a pretty crazy fight.
Armbar finish. That's a tough loss, but a good win, though.
Did we end up going? We picked Fletcher, right, on our last one, and then I think we agreed on Banan winning that.
Yep.
So I'm gonna count the Fletcher one as a draw. That's some, that's so
That's robbery for sure.
we're
I'm
one
gonna
and
be honest.
two. We're 1-2 with an asterisk.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough
And
one.
and then we picked CLD, right?
Yep.
Yep. So
Just,
he
but
looked
I
pretty
said
decent, dude.
I wouldn't be shocked. Yeah, he
Yeah.
looked good. It was kind of boring at times, so but
It was a
in the
snooze
second,
fest.
in the first minute of the fight, Duncan came out and looking looking good though
Yeah.
from
I-
flying out.
In my notes, I had Christian was bullying him in the clinch. He couldn't really get any takedowns though, but like he dominated the clinch and just landed more volume the entire fight. Um, he had good pressure through his footwork, like range fighting. He was coming forward, cutting off the cage, doing a lot of that, and just pressuring Andre back the entire time. Really good
Yeah,
at just controlling the distance.
100%. I mean, he outstruck him, no question.
Yeah, the stats are pretty crazy on that 73 to 18 across the 3 rounds. Significant. That's not even including the total strike.
Yeah, I
Total
was
strikes
about
are
to say.
116 to 36.
Yeah, that went about as it would. I thought it would get a finish though. Honestly,
I had a little bit more hype for Andre coming into that, but
low key too. Same.
Christian Leroy Duncan proves his worth in the UFC once again. He
Oh,
got cracked
Leroy.
like once or twice though,
Yeah,
if I remember.
yeah, he got cracked. Nothing crazy, but
Yeah.
he got cracked.
Dude, what about the Tybura McParkin fight? How do you feel on that?
I mean, I should have known. I should have known. I
Yeah.
picked Nate
Yeah.
too. I mean, why? I don't know, but I should have known. I mean, Barcine, like it just to me, Marcin looked solid. He I thought his ground and pound was good, and he
hmm
throughout the fight he was definitely the more aggressive and energetic fighter.
He had a lot of good body work. Like he was working teeps like right away from round one, and then dude, this drove me crazy. He got taken down and ground pounded in the majority of round two, right? Like he was on his back for a lot of that round. And he
Right.
tries like a knee bar. You're a heavyweight. Why are you trying a knee bar? It doesn't like in UFC caliber, this does not work. I mean it
No
works,
one else.
right? But it's
Sorogan. You're Sorogan,
no.
but
No. It
okay.
the thing about it is there was like I forgot what the stats were, but knee bars and heel hooks were the lowest percentage submissions in the UFC with like the success rate. The attempt rate
Right.
is pretty high, but like the success rate is so low. Like you're not
He
knee
might
barring
have just been
somebody.
trying to get up or something, like trying to do something. But I agree.
Yeah, he'll like attempting leg locks is a good way to try and get off the ground. I agree with that to an extent, but you shouldn't commit to them unless
Oh
you're
yeah,
like
he did
like
commit a little bit.
Gordon Ryan, you know.
Of course, of course.
I had it.
Tibera definitely. Tibera definitely. I mean, age is just a number at this point.
He's good, man. He was
The
more
body
well-rounded
shot.
than Mick, that's for sure. Yep,
Oh, for sure.
100% body shots. 100%. I think those are what won him the fight. He tired Mick out, and then Mick also got tired on the ground and pound.
Yeah,
I think that's some important takeaways on that.
100%.
And then we got, dude, is it the Felipe fight that was next? Felipe Kavanaugh?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
dude, that fight was fun to watch.
Yeah, that was my fight of the night.
Yeah. What do you think of Kavanaugh? How do you think he looked as a prospect?
Dude, he looked fast. He looked good. I mean, He got cut open. I think it was early in round one, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
yeah, it was
And he
before the
come back
3 minute mark.
the next. I think he might have lost that round too, and he come back and take the next two. And he hurt Santos multiple times.
Yeah, I think he lost that round as well, and then he won the next two for sure, 100%.
Yeah, and then but yeah, he looked fast, and it was a good one. It was a good performance from both.
He, he got cracked early in round one too, like that. He recovered very quick though.
Yeah, and he got split open,
This is
and
the this is the fight I actually have the most notes on. Like, um, I said that he got caught early with a nice straight, but Kavanaugh recovered quickly. He had good footwork the entire fight. He moves in and out very good. He moves laterally very good. Physically strong. Um, Felipe could have had more success if he did more like that those wild, crazy strikes he did in the beginning. Jumping knees, the jumping kicks, spinning stuff, all
right.
that. But he was trying to fight Kavanaugh technically. I don't I don't think Felipe is that guy to beat him in a technical fight.
100%.
But I do think Kavanaugh like thrives in those chaotic exchanges too.
Yeah, I
Um,
agree.
I think Kavanaugh, if he can like, his ground pound's really good. His top control's good. If he can advance position on the ground while landing those strikes, oh, he's gonna be dangerous at flyweight. He's just a little too content sitting full guard, like smashing elbows.
Yeah,
You can get the
there was
legs.
a. I was actually kind of shocked about that too. How good his ground and pound was.
Oh, it was good, yeah, because he was like headbutting Felipe's fist and then just dropping like a elbow.
That's hilarious.
And that dude, Felipe
Yeah,
was
he definitely.
cheating that entire fight. I'm sorry I cut you off too, but
No, yeah, you're good.
no, Felipe cheated that whole fight.
What do you do?
He grabbed the cage a
Oh
couple
yeah,
times
yeah,
in
I
round
remember.
one, and
Yep.
then he scratched Kavanaugh's face. Those were like three warnings back to back. And then in round two, he like had two or three warnings on up kicks. Or that was round three maybe.
Yeah,
And then
I
two more
remember that.
warnings elbowing him in the spine. What are we doing? Like, what are we
Dude,
doing here?
yeah, I agree.
Bro,
If he
take
ain't
points
cheating,
away if you're not cheating and trying.
Yo, you wanted points? You wanted points taken?
Yes, yeah, yeah. That's he had from my count three. He had about seven warnings on my count, maybe eight. You're supposed your first warning's in the back, so he had 8 to 9.
Yeah.
He should have had like 2 or 3 points taken. What is this? What are we doing here?
I mean, it sounds like we got a Felipe Santos hater.
Oh, stop. Stop.
That's true.
He's a fun guy to watch,
I,
but
I could agree. I could agree.
I
I
mean,
could agree.
realistically though, 8 warnings?
No, right. I could see it. Give him a stern one. Let him know, hey,
He
next
had
one, a point's coming.
right, he had 3 warnings with his hands in the first. Or I think it was the first. Then 2 or 3 with his kicks, and then 2 with the elbows. That's each one of those should have been a point with how many warnings were on each one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I
don't
mean,
know,
you.
but
I
Kavanaugh
could
got it
see
done
it. I
either
mean,
way.
I could see it. Yeah, he won either way. And did he win by No, yeah. I thought it might have been one of the splits, but no.
No,
He won by
his should have been
unanimous.
unanimous, right? Yeah, that
Yeah, I
should not
thought
have been
so. I thought
close.
so. I did. The judges were a little wild, so I just had to make sure.
Yeah, no, that's a little rough. Uh, and then
As someone who picked Herbert, I can't. I mean, a split decision. I didn't see Herbert winning that fight.
I'm gonna be honest,
I'll
I
be.
kind of tuned out a lot of that fight. That was kind of hard to watch. That
I
was
agree. I
that
agree. I
was
agree. I didn't
there was
say it.
not a lot going on in that fight, brother.
Padilla just outworked him, and that was pretty much it. Like
Herbert,
it, the breakdown of it.
he just didn't do a whole lot. He didn't throw a whole lot of
Yeah, he
volume.
looked
He didn't mix
stiff.
any combos.
Right, he looked stiff.
He was just
Just
throwing like one or two. Like literally, all my notes say is that Herbert versus Padilla snooze fest. Not much to say here. Guy just needs to stay active and throw volume and mixing combos. Like he just there was nothing going on.
yeah, I agree.
Maybe I just
Not much.
had
Not
a
much.
mental
Yeah,
tune out there.
yeah. Not much to say about that one. I'm gonna be serious here.
I'm gonna
I
be
just said
serious
Padilla won
about
the first two, and maybe Herbert gets the third.
it.
But
I I'm just gonna trust your opinion because I did not watch it that well. Was this one of the ones
the
that people were calling robbery?
no, no, I don't think so. I don't
I
think so.
I like I said I don't know. Um,
No,
I think the next one.
Nathaniel Wood,
What were the fights people were calling robbery? Oh, it was the Yan fight, the
the Jan fight.
um
Um,
the Fletcher one,
yeah, it was
and
the Jan fight.
was there a third one?
No, it was Jan and Fletcher.
Okay, all right. Well,
And yeah, Jan and Fletcher, Jan and Fletcher.
okay, all right, okay. We'll get to the Yan fight. The Wood fight's the next one. He looked good, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say Wood looked good. Good performance.
I what'd you think
Controlled
of
most of the fight.
Charrier?
I
Still a
mean,
good
there's not much.
prospect?
No, I mean,
No,
I mean a good. I mean, how? What's a good prospect? Champion? No. Top
like
five? No.
top 15, consistent top
Yeah,
15.
he could
Maybe he
get.
falls
He could
out.
peak. He could peak. He could peak top 10, maybe.
You think so? How
Maybe.
how old
But
is
I don't
Ward?
even think he'll get. I think he's third 29.
Okay, he's got time, man. He could get up there. Look good.
I mean, coming off a controlling defeat.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be tough.
What
I
about
mean,
Wood?
he could bounce back, but it'll be tough to like reach certain heights.
Yeah. What do you think about Wood?
I think he's solid.
Think he's gonna be top five, or just another top 10 piece?
Uh, he could reach top five. He could, but he'd have to go on a little run,
The th-
which he's starting. But it'd be tough though.
the thing with Wood for me is like he just seems to be just 1% off on things. Like he will have a wide open shot and he takes that wide open shot, but maybe his hand just he doesn't land flush with his knuckles, right? So he doesn't get the
Yeah.
knockdown. He rocks him or like hurts him, but he just doesn't get that oomph in it to knock him down. Or he'll get
Right.
a really, really close submission. There's just maybe he's just like slightly leaning the wrong way or like his hand's just slightly off. Like there's always something slightly off to where he could be winning these fights faster.
No, I can see that.
Like right there. He's
He
so good.
definitely, he definitely is a decision guy. Every fight I've seen him in is a decision.
Yeah, he doesn't have a whole lot of finishes, does he? Oh
In the
boy.
UFC, he has since his early days. But I remember I watched I want to say Rosas and Jourdain,
Yeah, his
Andre Seeley.
last finish was Jose Quinones.
Yeah,
And he got
in
finished by
2000.
Judd Dodson after that.
Hey, look at the card he finished Jose on.
Look at the card. Oh no, dude. Why'd you do that to me, bro?
That's hilarious.
I love Till, man. He's coming back. He's coming back. He's gonna give the middleweight division a run for their money. Trust.
I believe it.
Trust in the boy. He's coming back.
But Nathaniel Wood was solid. I give him a solid B plus.
Yeah, I think he looked really good. He's just 1% off on things. Slight robbery for Charrier, though, in my opinion.
Whoa, whoa, that is wild.
No. Wood won that very clearly. Won every round, I thought. Like, I
Yeah,
don't think Charrier did
yeah.
enough to win it.
Next fight, Duncan versus Jordan.
Jordan. Jordan.
Yeah, he didn't good at all.
Yeah, he posted on a story right after that fight. He said that was the worst back.
You know
Just
what's in my notes?
what are your notes?
Duncan wins by sub. Thought he was the diamond from Lafayette and jumped to Gilly, put him down.
Diamond, my boy. Sadly, Duncan did. My favorite prospect. Jordan's coming back, bro. He's coming back. He's coming back.
Honestly, that
I'm
was a
telling you.
bad one. I'm gonna be honest. That was a bad one.
Telling you, he's gonna go on a run now.
In the, I mean, yeah, tough division. We'll see. What's a run? What's his peak?
Top. How old is he? 8. He's top 10.
Top 10 in the lightweight division.
I mean, you gotta think. The next year alone, we're losing like 5 guys. Not.
I agree.
Let's
That makes
just.
sense.
What are the rankings look?
Let me give it a look.
Got L lightweight. Hamandas is in the top 15 now. Dawson's top 15. I mean, come on, Patty Pimblett's number telling me Jordan. I mean,
Dude,
I can't say that.
Patty's a fraud.
Patty's a
I don't
fraud,
know
dude.
if I don't know but for some reason he probably beats Chandler. I don't know why,
I
but
I don't know who wins that fight, man. They're both
that's
so dumb.
I do agree. I just think Patty wants it a little more. Not wants it, but like more hungry in a way.
The
You
thing
know what I mean?
is, man, if Chandler just fought smart like he did in Bellator, because he did fight smart in Bellator, but he doesn't in the UFC, he would win most. So you don't know if Patty can chin him or not. He doesn't have a good chin.
No
Tony,
way
to,
Patty chins him.
Tony dropped. Old man Tony dropped Chandler.
I know, but
Old
I
man
mean
can't even throw sand. Tony Ferguson.
Chandler almost put that man in a grave at the same time.
Yeah, but old man Tony, bro. He Chandler's gotten rocked every fight
Oh,
or
100%. But
dropped.
like Patty doesn't rock people.
Dude, I don't know why, but I just have this vision of Chandler like rushing in for like an overhand or something, and Patty does like this stupid like
If Patty knocked out Chandler,
sideways hook and just just chins Chandler, and sets him down,
if
and
Patty
subs him.
knocked out Chandler, man,
So he's
that would
gonna
be.
knock him down and sub him. He's gonna knock him down, jump Gilly.
I could see that. That'd still be
Top
crazy.
top
I could
mount
see that.
guillotine finish.
That's what I think is it'll be a sub. I just don't think Chandler can chin Patty.
Then again, Patty doesn't really have a. He gets hit a lot too, so
I agree. I
I
agree.
don't
I
know,
just don't.
bro.
I don't either. I agree.
I'm still not gonna know when I go to pick that
But
fight.
like Jordan in the lightweight division right now, Jordan
Not looking good.
not looking good.
He'll come back, bro. I
Steve
believe him.
is 11th, and like even though he lost to Gaethje and stuff, like
Kaziv's
Fizie's
going.
still a bad boy.
Kaziv's going down
Marciano's
to
still a bad boy.
featherweight.
Dariush is his best option.
But we're gonna be losing the 3 out of the top 5 here soon.
um,
Number 2, number 3, and
yeah,
number 4. They're all gone next year or two,
Chandler
man.
too.
Hurts my heart. Hurts my heart.
Chandler as well. They're just missing one guy from Ireland.
Oh,
I just
okay.
don't
We're
see him.
moving on. We're moving on. We're going to talk to the Molly McCann retirement.
I would rather not actually.
You'd rather not.
Just
Why?
kidding.
You're gonna miss Molly the Meatball?
Dude, one of the worst fighters ever graced the octagon.
Can't be that bad.
I'm
She's
kidding.
she
She's solid.
she's not any worse than like Cyril Gahn.
Come on. Come on.
uh,
Molly. She knew she looked horrible. She looked horrible.
I
She
respect her and why she did it.
Oh yeah, as soon as I lost, I'm like, she's done.
Yeah, I
She's done.
respect it.
I do too.
She
She'll
she
probably
just
make money outside of it.
yeah, she has enough fame. She could do whatever she wants,
Right.
especially in
Just hook
London.
on the patent.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. What about dude? Evan didn't look bad, huh? Didn't look terrible.
Should have went with my gut, man. I switched up at the end.
Good man. Yeah, he he pretty much beat Gunner everywhere.
Yeah, there wasn't much Gunner did. You
He
see? Did you watch the whole thing?
No, I didn't, but I don't
There
recall
was
Kevin losing a round though. But everyone
there
had
was
it
a part
29-28.
where Kevin's laying on the ground on his back, and Gunner's like on top, and Kevin's holding his arm, and
Oh
Gunner
yeah,
just
the
just
omoplata.
holds him for
And,
like 10 seconds.
and they're both like sitting there talking, right?
Yeah, they're just talking. I'm like, that's just like Kevin Holland, but I
Yeah,
love
Kevin
him.
didn't look bad. He
Kevin
proved me
looked good.
wrong. Proved me wrong, that's for sure.
Yeah, I just doubted him.
Yeah, I mean, blame blame the doubt. Can't blame him after last few performances. Always
No,
getting
right.
out wrestled.
I agree. He actually got taken down early, I think, and after he almost finished Gunner at the end of the first, which
Yep.
probably should have been a finish because Gunner had no idea where he was when he got up. And yeah, after I seen that, Gunner looked decent for a second, but he couldn't get a takedown after that, pretty much.
Yeah, just not athletic enough to handle Kevin, I guess.
Yeah, and Kevin just beat him down on the
Eh,
feet.
Kevin did what Kevin does. Just
You see his post fight interview.
Kevin's no.
They go, when do you want to be back? He goes, at 170. He goes, maybe July. He goes, 185 next week. He goes, if anyone wants to stand up and not hug, he goes 185, but them boys are heavy.
Yeah, that's a good point too, because most of his wrestling losses are at 185.
Yeah, that's what he said too. He's like, people say my wrestling's bad, but I'm wrestling 185 ers people who weigh 40 pounds more than me. So he's like, he said that in his post fight.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He's nasty at 70. He always has been.
Yeah, he needs to stay at 70. He doesn't cut that much weight. Why does he have to wait till July to fight at 170?
I
That's
just don't think he's just not a. He just don't have that wrestling grit. You don't
it's
want to cut that weight.
it's 4 months away, brother. You cut like 15 pounds. I can do that in a day.
How much do you think he walks around at?
I think he said he walks around
200?
like, well, I guess like he walks around 190, I think is what he said, right? If I'm not
Yeah, that ain't
mistaken.
bad at all.
That'd be 20 pounds. It's not a lot.
No, that ain't bad at all.
Not a 4 month cut, that's for sure. Not that bad.
Oh no, not at all.
He could come back
Pereira get that off in
June.
a week.
Yeah, right. Right. Most guys cut like 10 to 15 in a week. That's
Right.
just water weight. Bro, you lose the fat throughout camp.
Dude, cutting weight's crazy. You know,
It sucks, man. It is pain.
it is pain, but it's just crazy how much of an advantage it can be, though.
Yeah, it's
It can also hurt you, obviously,
that's a
but
topic I want to talk about at some point is like people want to get rid of weight cutting. I have my thoughts on that. I do
you think they should fight their own weight?
no. I don't think that'll ever work.
You think weight cutting should stay what it is?
I think there's ways.
Like
Ugh,
like you think Paulo Costa cutting down to 185, but then blowing back up to 227 right fight night
it's not healthy,
or
but
220?
it's definitely not healthy. But I also, I'm like, there's people that cut way too much weight than what they can handle, and they get like we've seen people pass out the scales and stuff, right?
Right.
But I think that comes down to the fighter and the coach's responsibilities at that point. You can't blame it
Right.
on the sport. Like you
I
have
agree.
to.
I say if you can make the weight, you can. I mean,
I don't think
you know,
hydration
it's
tests are
your
the way either.
decision. Yeah, you can't be taking IVs like them Russians in Dagestan be doing.
Those hydration tests, I don't like. We had them in wrestling. They don't really work that well. There's ways to get around them.
Right, right, right.
I don't know. I want to do a video on that at some point.
No, yeah,
Um, for now, let's hit the Allberg Jan fight.
yeah. I thought Jan won, but it's a close one. I mean, I don't think it's really you can argue it,
Yeah,
or you
it's.
can like you can argue that it could go either way.
I don't think it was necessarily a robbery. I don't know. It was a
Not at
close
all.
fight. It's close.
Yeah, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see what verdict is because when it first came out, I was like, yes.
Carlos, I think what's misleading a lot of people is that Jan did a lot more punches and like kicks to the head and body, but Carlos landed a lot of leg kicks. Those
Right.
those add up.
Like on verdict, verdict had Jan winning round 1 and 3. So
Like in round two, Allberg landed um 13 more significant strikes than Jan did, but 20 of them were leg kicks.
yeah,
You know,
he and that really, I don't think that really hurt Jan. He's
almost
got them shins, and he's proud of them. Proud of the
almost
shins. He's
almost all of Allberg's significant strikes were leg kicks. If I'm not
yeah, I see
mistaken.
that too.
I don't know how well they count the leg kicks as significant.
Look at his total strikes and look at his significant
Yeah,
strikes.
I see land by target 66 to the legs for.
Same with Jan.
Yeah, 54.
They turned it into a kickboxing fight and it looked like Oldberg won that.
Yeah, I gotta stop underrating Allberg, but I just don't like the guy, man. I just don't like him.
I just don't think he's that good. I just don't
No,
think he's that good.
I don't either. Like, there's something about him. I like watch him fight, and I'm like, man, I don't get how he's here. What am I missing?
He had a couple of highlight KOs early in his career though.
Yeah, we were talking about that last time. He had some good knockouts, but I just, man, I
And he
just don't
trains
get
with
him.
Izzy and all that. And Eugene.
That definitely helps. Yeah, his got a good bleh, got good game plans. Got good game
No,
plans, good
right.
fight IQ. There's that.
No, I agree. I let Oldberg have this one.
Yeah, I'm I'm sitting here looking at the next fight, and man, I just, uh,
Brady versus Edwards, the Philly hopeful.
oh man, I'm about to go on a
I'm a, I'm
rant,
a,
dog.
I'll go first and I'll save it for you. Brady whooped them down. Leon looked like Leon versus Bilal versus Usman. Just sat there, took it, no fight, down on himself. And Brady looked good. And he actually shocked me. He did look solid. Um and he gave a shout out to the birds at the end of it. So got a fan in me now.
I
What about you?
I agree with everything you said. I I'm gonna preface what I'm about to say with yes, Brady actually looked improved, especially in the boxing. He looked way better than he did against. He even looked better than he did against Burns. He looked good. That being said, I have spent 3 years defending this motherfucker, and I have spent 3 years like saying how good Leon is. Leon's good. I love Leon. I can't keep supporting someone who just does not want to win, bro. He, I say time and time again, he is like, I'm talking in terms of MMA. He is a top 15 best, like most skilled fighter in MMA. He's got good Muay Thai, good kickboxing, good wrestling. His BJJ is so-so, but whatever. His boxing so-so, but whatever. He's not gonna go win a world title in Muay Thai. Not gonna win a world title in Jiu-Jitsu. But in terms of MMA, it's all very high level. It's all good. He is very well rounded. But the fucking guy doesn't want to win. He doesn't want it. I can't do it anymore. It's driving me nuts, man. I
It is wild. I honestly have never seen. I don't think I've ever seen a fighter like give up like that
he
multiple times. I don't know, man. I don't know. He got,
he
and if he don't strike Usman, it's just like, good lord.
he just doesn't. He fights not to lose. He doesn't fight to win.
Right.
Brady came to
Every fight
win.
though, he's never fought to
Exactly.
win.
He fights not to lose. And it works out sometimes, sometimes it doesn't. And most of the time it shouldn't. But that's like how
He did,
skilled he is. He doesn't go out there to like win, and he still does, right? Besides a guy who actually wants to win.
and like when I don't know, it's like he don't want to call the Usman thing luck, but like he did set it up nice and stuff. But
He also got stood up. He never got stood up.
right,
That kick never landed.
exactly. It's like he did, and he poked Bilal in the eye and stalled out that loss. But he did look good against Usman. That's why I keep biting back on the Usman stuff because he did fight Usman again and handled him pretty solid.
I just I
I
don't
don't
know
know if Leon can get it done no more though at the top.
I don't know if Leon just doesn't trust his cardio or something. Like I don't know what it is. He doesn't throw a whole lot of volume. Doesn't really go after combos or anything. Just, just I can't do it, man. It's hard being a Leon fan. I still want him to win. I still want to see him do well. And like you said, he looked good in the second Usman fight. He threw actually a lot of volume that fight. He did, you know, did his thing.
Yeah.
But it is hard. I still want him to win. Want him to succeed. But I just doesn't want it, man. It drives me nuts. But
Who would you match up Leon with going forward?
a sports therapist, bro. I don't know. Sports psychologist.
Give him some time off.
He needs to get his mental going. But if I'm actually gonna sit here and look at the rankings, does JDM have a
Um,
fight?
JDM, I think. I don't know.
I miss a lot of fight news, so I don't find out a lot of fights until like a week or two before they happen.
They just fought in March 9th. He just fought Gilbert Burns on 299, so I don't think he has one set up
Really,
yet.
it was that close? Why does it feel like
Yeah,
it was?
he did just fight Gilbert.
Okay, that feels longer than um ADM's. Well, that's good timing. That's
He
good
fought
timing.
Gilbert on that I think it was on that one in Australia with
Yeah,
Poetan on it.
yeah, that's right. That's good timing then. Not too far apart.
Oh my
Match them.
god, that was a year ago.
Yeah,
March
see,
9th,
yeah, I
2024.
was gonna say, there's no way he fought that recently, right? I knew it. Yeah, yeah, okay. I
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
you were
yeah.
saying like,
I swear he was supposed to fight someone soon though.
I think he
Was
was,
he not?
yeah, I think he got pulled out against the
He pulled out. That's what it is. He pulled out.
who did he pull out against?
It might have been.
Maybe he pulled out against somebody here in the top like eight. I don't remember who it was though. Someone else stepped in.
Yeah, hold on, let me look.
I have a fight in mind, but I don't think I'm check out Topology. That
They're
usually
trying to set up.
pulled out against Leon. That's what it was.
Yeah, he pulled out against Leon
They're trying to.
at 305. 305.
Yo, JDM and Bilal's confirmed. Am I looking?
That's what I'm seeing on my thing. I'm seeing
Bro,
this in
what?
words, and does
Did,
he deserve a title shot? I'm like, wait, is
did I
he
miss
fighting for
that?
the title?
When did I miss
That
this?
can't
When was
be
this
right.
announced?
That can't be right.
When was
It
this
must
announced?
be. They must be going back and forth.
Hey, there's one page I trust on Instagram, and that's Big Marcel, bro. Let me go look. Had to have just missed it.
UFC 315 is what I'm seeing.
I trust Big Marcel.
Yeah, dude. UFC 315. Bilal versus Jake Della Madonna. Gilbert Burns versus Michael Morales. Shevchenko versus Fariat.
I don't see.
Grasso.
When was it?
Silva.
Oh yeah, it was announced last month, February 19th. I missed it then because I didn't like it. I
Are
missed
we
it.
surprised? It's a Bilal fight we're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
right.
come on. Are we surprised right now?
Are we surprised we missed
We
that?
find out a month later that they're fighting.
We find out a month later that the defending welterweight champion has a fight. All right, well, scratch the JDM matchup for Leon.
Honestly, I'd say maybe Gary, bro. They were supposed to fight at one point, I think.
Yeah, I'm down
Because
with the Ian
remember,
Gary
he
fight.
trained there, got some beef with his team and stuff, and left.
Hey,
Said Leon said, "Hey, don't no, you can't train here no more, big fella."
hey, feed him to Buckley.
I was gonna say Buckley, but
I gotta
Buckley
say,
fought a little bit ago too.
Buckley does
I feel
Leon
like Buckley
dirty.
deserves a win. Buckley deserves a winner.
Buckley does Leon dirty. You could do
Where do you think
Buckley.
Leon drops in the rankings?
You could do Buckley Brady as a
5.
title eliminator.
I know. I don't think Brady will take that though.
Best fight. To answer your question
No.
real quick, I'd put Leon like 3 or 4.
I'd just switch. I'd switch Brady and Leon.
Yeah, I would switch.
Not you know what I mean. Bump to where Brady is, and I'd put Brady above Jack.
Jack should be 1 right now. He's fighting for the title. He really should be.
Yeah, he should be. I agree.
And then Leon at like 5, and then you Brady. I say put him
But
above
like skill
Shavkat right
wise,
now.
I would put Shavkat one, even
Skill
though
wise,
I'm not a believer in him.
yeah, that's fair. In terms like I would agree with that.
And Jack, I don't think he's that good, honestly, either.
I think he's a little overrated. But
Yeah, he's like the welterweight uh Drakus Duplessis.
oh my God, no, DDP is good. I like DDP. We're not
I
gonna.
like I like DP as well.
I love
I'm
him.
definitely
He's
growing
fun.
for him.
I'm so glad I've been a fan of him since like I think the Till fight is what made me a fan of him. Actually.
Yeah, Till actually got his face beat in pretty good though. He looked solid
Shut
some
up, bro.
moments. Remember he's on the cage and there's like a solid 45 seconds of just hammering him right in the mouth. Till just didn't know how to defend it.
You're just gonna sit there and just be like, "Oh yeah, I remember this time Till got his ass beat. You remember this one? What about that Woodley fight?
That was a good one.
Just remember that giant right hand?"
That was tough.
Dude, yeah, I guess Leon. You're right. Buckley deserves a winner, but do Brady Buckley for a title eliminator. I think that's a move. Because
But
who's
where are you putting Topcott? Like what?
isn't Shavkat out still for another like 6 8 months? He
Oh,
injured.
what is he injured?
I thought that's why he didn't. That's why Jack has the fight. I think he was supposed to fight
Yeah,
Bilal,
they
but
said he did
Shavkat said
tear.
no.
I remember they said he tore his ACL or something like that.
So he could be out for another 6 to 8 months, right? Maybe
Yeah,
like 4 to 6, because it's been about 2 months since he said that. He could be out another 6 months.
yeah, they fought in December. Him and
So
Gary.
depending how fast Bilal wants to fight again, assuming he beats Jack, or how fast Jack wants to fight again, assuming he beats Bilal, you could either run the
Yeah,
Shavkat fight and then have Sean and Buckley fight for that next spot, or
yeah. I think Sean and Buckley's the fight. They're both younger,
yeah, I don't
even
think
though they're not
I don't think
young.
Shavkat needs another fight to prove his spot.
Yeah, no. Shavkat's fighting for the belt next
I agree. And
when
then,
he's ready.
but then what do you do with Usman and Leon Ian, right? We can do
Usman
that.
really be doing what he wants. He's probably just gonna wait or pick something fan friendly.
If Usman wants to fight anyone in the top 10, he's either got to fight Neil, another fight with Colby, a rematch with Burns, or
What if he move up and go get Sean Strickland?
I'd be
He
down
said,
for
"Man, I've
that.
already fought Hamza. Let me go get Sean one more time. Run it back."
Yeah, I'd be down to see Usman up at 85. That'd be cool with that.
His last fight was 85, I believe.
Yeah, why not run it, dude? Why not? You've done enough at 170, and you're
And
big
that
enough,
Hamza fight was his hardest fight. So
and you're big. Yeah, and then he was off the couch too, and he honestly should have won that fight if he like got a little bit more
yeah,
active. He just wasn't confident in his cardio.
yeah.
Yeah, screw it. Go up to 85 for a little bit because the only really big guys at middleweight right now are Paulo, which Usman actually has a longer reach than Paulo anyway, and he's
I
a
don't want to
better
see him
wrestler, I
fight
think.
Paulo.
I don't either. And Kaio's really big. Then
He could
DDP.
beat Marvin. He
DDP,
could
those are the
beat
only
Marvin.
really. Oh, Marvin's pretty big too.
He's
Those are
big, but he could beat Marvin.
the other guys are really not that big. Like
In the top 10, I can see him beating his Roman,
Cannonier
Marvin,
too,
Anthony, Cannonier. Kyle would be decent though. Robert, he wouldn't beat.
and Kyle
Israel, he
pieces him.
wouldn't fight Israel. Hamza, we seen he could beat Strickland.
I think Sean's his best fight there.
Yeah, Sean's definitely his best fight. He's fought him once and he's not scared. And Sean ain't gonna. Sean don't put no fear in no one. He talks like he does, but
Yeah, the way Sean
he
talks, you'd think he's Justin Gaethje.
right. And it's like I do respect his style though because it it's it works.
Yeah, it's
You
effective.
know, spam the checks and throw some teeps and dirty box. You know,
Yeah, I guess that's all I can
got the
think of for matchups, right? I mean,
yeah, he's got the Philly show. I where would you give Brady though?
oh
You'd give
Brady,
him
I
Buckley.
think him and Buckley for a
Yeah, I'd take
title
him and
eliminator
Buck.
after Shavkat. Let Shavkat get that fight, and then run Brady Buckley.
They gonna run Buckley. They gonna run Buckley versus Brady. The
I think
title
that's the move.
eliminator in a couple like give him 5 months, 4 months.
When is the Bilal Gradium fight? That's supposed to be in May.
315 UFC
Could
315.
could run Brady Buckley. Could run Brady Buckley in June, and then you could
Yeah, it's in May
run
too.
the winners in like November.
Yeah.
That gives them both two fights this year, if I'm not mistaken.
There's what do you think about? I know we'll just do a little thing, but man, I don't know UFC. I'm just going through the cards, like
Yeah,
and 314 is just is pretty nasty. Good one.
I haven't really looked at any upcoming cards. Like I said, I normally just see everything last minute.
Yeah. Patricio's debut
Oh yeah, dude.
against Yair, that's a banger, and that's leading off the card.
Carlos Prada's
Like
about to
leading
move
off
up
the
to.
Yeah, I was about to say Carlos Prada is gonna have a good night. Bryce Mitchell could get it done. Could get
That's
it
actually a
done.
pretty good card. Oh, Mitch Raposa's fighting again, dude. I'm big on him.
Even
He's
the
another guy that's just
even the
barely missing something.
even the prelims are really good.
Yeah. Oh, he's fighting.
Tashawn
Krishan,
Gore.
he's fighting too. They're on this. They were on the same Ultimate Fighter, I think, right?
Yeah, Darren Wilkins. Yeah, I think Gore lost to what's his face, Brian Battle.
Yeah, dude, I'm hyped on Brian. I like Brian. He's
Brian
fun.
Battle's nasty. He's
Brian's
nasty.
fun. I love him. Dude, the way he handled the French crowd was
Yes, dude. I love it. He
Bro
gained
pulled
some
out
fans.
some Nick Diaz stuff there.
Literally.
Lost some fans after that next fight though. There was something he said on an interview. Forgot what he said. I have erased that from my memory apparently.
Dude, you let's talk about this real quick for a minute. The men's pound for pound. Sean O'Malley at 14.
What? Still? Bro.
That's crazy a little bit.
Okay, Leon's gonna be falling
No
out of that.
disrespect. I know
Charles
I
is
was
top
gonna say that.
15?
I
Dude,
can see Charles though. You know,
I don't know. I don't fuck with these rankings.
he got
Hey,
fed Michael Chandler, which was nice.
Ain't get sixes. He's champ now, I get it.
What?
Said Ank at six is wild, but like he's champ now,
Oh
I
yeah,
get
I
it.
agree.
I get
I
it, but
agree. I would have John Jones one, Islam two.
I still keep Zama. This whole ducking Tom thing is a huge stain on his legacy. I don't care. This is
He's
bad.
ducking Tom. He'll fight Tom. That
This
fight's
is
gonna happen.
bad. He's been ducking him
He's
for a
not
year and a
ducking
half.
Tom.
He's a
I'll tell
duck.
you this. Let's talk about it
He's in a
because you're about
pond
to
right
fire
now,
me
bro.
up. You're about to fire me up, bro.
Let's
Let's
do it.
talk about it. The opening odds is John as an underdog. I'm gonna tell two things. John's a psychopath that's gonna eat him alive a little bit, right?
Yeah, I
I'm
agree.
just saying
I
that. Like, that's gonna get him going and find something to lock onto. Oh, everyone thinks I'm gonna lose. What? Like all that. Second, Tom Aspinall. It's just like it's just an eye test. I think he's good. I'm not saying that. Like he's definitely number one heavyweight outside of like I think Jones. But like he's beaten Curtis Blades. Curtis Blades is not good.
Oh,
He's
stop.
beaten Sergey. Curtis Blades is not that good
Stop.
right now. Right now, he's not that good. Sergey, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. But he's got a decent resume. That man hasn't seen the second round though.
He
Like
did.
he has, but like it's like you gonna dig deep against the biggest psychopathic killer in UFC history.
Who has he killed since like 2012?
Who has killed him? That's the thing. No
Bro,
one.
he hasn't
And
fought me yet.
the thing is, do you wholeheartedly believe Tom wins that?
I want to say yes, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
It would be the world would stop if he caught Jones.
Come on.
The world would stop
Come
for
on. It's
real.
not that bad.
There's very few people in history that have like almost like almost an aura like Khabib like aura like that dude's not gonna lose. John
He's
Jones is one of those
he's
guys.
losing
Not
his
Alex
aura.
Pereira. You get a wrestler against a dude. No, I'm saying you put any man in the room with that dude. I do think he comes out. I'm not
Bro.
trying to quote Dana, but like I do think.
Bro.
And I
No.
know he's old, but like, dude, Stipe is no sheep, bro. I know he's
I
old
agree.
and had
I
no
agree.
business being in there. That spinning kick, as clean as it would have took, like John said, that kick would have took down an elephant if he hit it, you know. And like hypothetically, but like it would have took Tom down, you know.
Bro,
Like when he's precise on a game plan and he studies you and your movements and locks in on another level, it's gonna be hard. That's all.
yeah, it's gonna be hard when we see Tom win right down the pipe. Right down the pipe and
How do you see him
down
winning? How do you see him winning?
flush knock.
A knockout?
Flush knock. That's the only way Tom wins that. He's not winning a decision, not submitting. It has to be a knockout.
I think John would not do it like Gon because Tom is way better. I'm just saying, like, he would float around and go for a takedown and try to.
I agree. I think that John would. He would. For John to win that fight, he has to everything. Elbows, kicks, punches. He has to use
He
everything.
has the best. He has the best elbows in the game ever in history. Yeah, and
Now,
he's just
I do think
what
John could just take him down too. Like I really do think Tom's takedown defense. It's questionable.
questionable.
It's questionable.
Right.
But he is
I
also
will.
the
I will put
biggest
respect on it
guy
that.
that John's gonna fight.
Right. I was gonna say. I'll put respect on that. He's a true in the prime of his life, best version of himself, and he's the bigger man. I
He's
don't
a
know.
big guy,
It'll be tough.
and he's not
Just
like
if we
he's not.
see Tom get busted up early, or like even see round 2 or 3,
He's
like it's gonna be new area, new territory for him.
thing with Tom too. He's not a fat middleweight. Most heavyweights are. He is a heavyweight through and through.
Yeah, he's a true heavyweight.
Most heavyweights are just beast middle. like
I do like Tom. I do
I,
like Tom.
I don't know. I think I'll end up going with John, but man, I really want Tom to win that fight. I want Tom to go poke him.
It will be
I would
wild
love
to
that.
see, though.
I would
It would
love
be
it.
wild to see. That would be one of the biggest moments in history, in UFC history, if he
I
can get that done.
Now I will say I think John is stalling this fight out as like a little bit of mental warfare and stuff. I think he will take the fight, but I think he's
Yeah.
just trying to just
Yeah, I
fans.
think, and Tom has begged, like, it's just like Jones holds all the cards in a way.
Yeah,
Because,
he's
like,
asking
if
for
he
too.
doesn't end up fighting him, which I think everyone knows he will, because he would have relinquished it or he would have said something, I think, you know, by this time. Because his next fight is Tom, if he's fighting,
It has to
you
be.
know. So it's like, is he done? Is he just going to retire like that? You know, this is his last Infinity Stone. He beats Tom. He's the GOAT, and there's no man that could probably take that away from him ever.
100%. He beats Tom. His heavyweight legacy's good. Like
His
if he
legacy's, even with the steroids, even with the pictograms and all of it, it's set in stone, dude.
if he doesn't fight Tom though, oh that legacy is looking
It's still sad.
rough.
It's
Oh
just
no,
it's
it's a stain.
come on, it's rough.
It's
He's
a
the youngest
stain.
champ in history, and the man hasn't lost, and he's
It's a
40.
stain. It's a stain if he doesn't fight Tom.
Hey, DC did say it best. He said, I gave the young man an opportunity when I was the older man, like
Mm-hmm.
talking about Jones, and he said,
Exactly.
now it's time to pay the dues, pay the respect,
That's the sport. You
and
pay you
I seen that, and I'm like, that is 100%. I do think he's fighting Tom though,
he has to, dude. I don't
because most of his stuff on everything is like all the comments are about Tom, and he's gonna get sick of it. And like I said, he's not gonna retire. Just they gonna go in. Hey, this is my last fight type stuff.
Yeah, this has to be John's last fight because what's next?
Yeah,
Like,
once he
Ankalaev?
announces it,
Okay.
he'll say it too.
Okay, Ankalaev.
Oh
Yeah, sure.
man,
That's his next fight. Yeah. Yeah, sure.
he wants Alex though because he knows that's an
Easy.
easy money fight,
Dude, that's free. Is it like I like Alex a lot, but that's a free John. Anyone who thinks otherwise is crazy.
dude. We're talking about Stipe. I'm gonna go back to the Stipe fight. I know Stipe was old and probably shouldn't have been in there. He took Stipe down like a fucking child, and he beat that man on the ground with the. He reminded me of how brutal his ground and pound was. You know,
Yeah.
like Stipe's a grown man, and he took him down, and it was vicious ground and pound. And then next round, get up and broke his ribs and beat him down again, like a flawless performance. Stipe didn't even get nothing off. So it's like
Yeah,
it's tough.
Stipe looked bad.
That's what I'm saying is like I don't know how much I can, but that means at the end of the day, have we seen Stipe outside of Nagano? And I know that was a while ago, but
Hard to judge that performance. Who
I
knows what
agree.
Stipe could have looked like if he like didn't take
I still
four
think
years
he's a
off.
solid heavyweight. He ain't no champion no more, but he's a
Uh,
solid heavyweight.
he could probably compete with like the top,
Top,
honestly.
yeah, top five, dude. The heavyweights aren't. He beat Curtis Blades. Come on, come on. The
Bro is a
heavyweight division, the
professional Curtis
division
Blades
really is
hater.
not that good.
Bro hates Curtis Blades.
I just don't think he's just one dimensional.
Yeah, the
He
division's
has
not that.
developed in a stand up a little bit in his recent fights. Like, he tests it, and like my only UFC event I went to, it was him versus Chris Dockett. What Dacus?
Caucus?
Yeah, Chris Dawkins, and he put him down in the first round, dude.
Yeah.
So his stand up improves, but he is one dimensional.
He just he's not very good at timing his takedowns.
And
He's
I do
too
like
he started training with Alistair, and that's where his takedowns or his rest. Oh my fucking god, that's where his striking got good at,
yeah.
and Alistair's wrestling improved. They started just buddying up after their.
To change the subject real quick, to touch on it, you see Carter got 5-time NCAA.
Dude, I knew it. Anyone who doubted Carter, I knew he would get it.
That I seen that. I seen that. I seen and obviously Gable last night. That's a tough one.
Oh, I'm
That's a
happy.
tough one.
I don't like
If you're
Gable.
Gable, dude's a world class Gable hater.
I am. I wear that belt proudly, bro. I am the number one.
If Gable ever hears this, please take this man's head.
Gable can't do nothing. I saw how scared he looked against John. Imagine me.
That's
Imagine
lame.
what I could do.
Dude, that's cool though. It was good to see. But
Uh, you know that Lucas Bird win there,
uh
bro. He won the 125 at nationals. I think it was 125. I think.
yeah.
Dude, he was on one of my national teams wrestling, bro. Back in the
Oh,
day.
for real?
Yeah, bro. I wrestled with Lucas Bird.
What'd he do to you?
Well, he was much lower than me, so we didn't actually wrestle. He was just on my team, asshole. But
I was just saying, dude. I didn't
no,
know.
no, he didn't. He didn't do me dirty. He didn't do me dirty. We didn't wrestle each
I just
other.
wanted to. I just wanted to see if you guys touch gloves once in a while.
No, no. He was 4 years younger. He
Yeah.
was weight classes below. I think I can't remember if this was Fargo or Jo, but
Right.
if it, I would have been 170 ish, and he would have been like,
115.
yeah, like lower even, small. He was very small.
Yeah, I could see that.
He had a growth spurt since I've last seen him. He looks tall now.
That
he
is crazy.
doesn't look
How
like
how
he's
tall do you
5'2"
think he is?
anymore. Huh?
How tall is he?
I'm not sure, but he doesn't look as tall or as short as he used to be.
Yeah.
I can't really judge because he wanted a 133. I
133.
I for 5. Oh,
Yeah,
he's
that is,
probably like 5'8", if I had to guess.
yeah, that ain't bad.
See if Illinois has him listed.
That seems about right.
No, Illinois doesn't have it listed. Dang, he's a senior? Couple years? Bro, what? He finished. Dude, I've been out of touch with wrestling. He's placed the last 3 NCAAs. Holy.
Holy,
I didn't even know.
that's
Yeah, once
insane.
I stopped wrestling, I kind of lost touch.
Yeah, I'd pick up
Good.
on it when it's this time around, but this
I'll
time of
get
year.
back
But
into it next season. Get back into it next. I got this.
and yeah, it's pretty much going in on the mixed martial arts school.
That's all I got.
All we're waiting on is Nikki versus Gordon rematch, and
Dude, Nikki,
so
Ryan, the $1 million.
Nikki can snatch his ankle off this time and not just
Ni-
break it.
Nikki had a good podcast with Demetrius Johnson not long ago, like last week.
Yeah, I
Ago.
heard a couple of clips of it. Yeah.
I watched that. It's good. I like Nikki a lot, man. I don't like
Yeah, I
Gordon
like Nikki
anymore.
and the whole team.
I don't
No,
like Gordon anymore.
the whole situation's weird, but with Nikki and what's his brother's name? Or Nikki and Gordon.
Yeah, yeah, because
Nikki Ryan and Gordon,
yeah,
not
yeah. Nick
Nikki Ryan.
got Nicky Rod, Nicky Ryan. Nicky Ryan's over there with Rod. Like, I mean, you know that.
Yeah, the whole. Do you know the story and stuff?
I know most of it. Um,
Yeah, it gets weird, but like,
there's a lot of
dude,
details they didn't let out, as far as I know.
I know. Yeah, they kept it under wraps, but like, yeah, it's weird. And Gordon, Gordon's a weird guy. I
I
think
don't.
he's a cuck.
I think so
I'm gonna
too,
be
bro. Didn't he try to
honest. I
cuck
think
out his
he's.
brother? Like something weird like
Yes,
that?
that's
Isn't
why
that
they
what Craig
split
said?
up.
Wait,
Yeah,
Craig
and he
said that.
like,
Can I believe that? Can I believe it?
but like, I've watched like videos of them doing like vlogs, like a vlog type video, where
Yeah.
they're like following them and stuff, and like they've hinted at it, like, and then they've hinted at it, and when they've talked to like guests,
Oh, that's weird.
like yeah, it's weird.
Nikki,
And Craig's always said it's Nikki's story to tell, so it
Craig,
makes sense, you
Craig's
know.
a real life GTA character, bro. Like he is Trevor from GTA
Craig's a
5.
legend, dude.
He one week he's in Thailand hanging out with ladyboys, and the next week he's in Ukraine, like shooting RPGs. This guy just does whatever he wants. Just exists,
And then
bro.
he's at the UFC kissing dudes on the
Yeah,
camera.
Craig Jones is eternal, bro. He is omnipotent. He is everywhere and anywhere.
He's hilarious. He's like Gordon was a big reason why I started watching Jiu-Jitsu, but like Craig
Same.
is a big. I like watching Craig and Nikki and
Yep. Craig and
Gordon,
Nicky
or
Rod are what kept
Craig,
me.
Nikki, and Nikki Rod,
Gordon
like
got
all
me
of
in,
them.
and
What is
Nicky.
it? B team?
Yeah, B team, B team. That name for that, the
Yeah.
story for that name is hilarious.
I think it's. I think I put it together, but it sounds.
It's like it's like everyone argues to be number one, but no one wants to argue to be number
Yeah.
two. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, fair point.
Because he's like Gordon and them breathe it, like are on a mission, or not a mission, a military like schedule. They got to be there every day,
Yeah, that's insane.
365. Like there was a rule like that. I think it's up now, but at at John Donahan, or what's his name, John
John
Danaher,
Denner. Yeah, Denner.
his dojo, he be he be keeping them 365 days there.
I uh
That's serious. That's crazy.
I haven't seen much of Gordon lately. I unfollowed him like a year ago, and
I
I
don't
don't
think.
care about anything he
Oh,
does.
you unfollowed him.
I did.
I still like Gordon.
Well,
I'll be honest.
I made a new Instagram account too, but I didn't even bother
Yeah,
following him. I followed Craig right away though. Followed Craig and CGI.
yeah. I follow Craig. I follow Nicky Rod. I've followed Nicky Rod. He was the second one I followed outside of Gordon when it comes to jiu-jitsu world. But like, dude, Nicky, I followed Nicky when he was just getting in, not just getting into jiu-jitsu, but like, I think he won his first ADCC.
Yeah, that was 3 years ago.
Yeah, that seems about right. Yeah,
A black belt Slayer, $1 million grappler.
he's solid, man.
I'm the take that heel home, man.
I just don't think that's possible. I'm
Ah, he'll
thinking
do it.
about it too.
He'll
Like,
do it. Don't
it,
doubt the boy. Don't doubt the boy.
oh, I don't doubt him. It's gonna be good. I want to see it again. I think Gordon. I think he earned Gordon's aura got cracked a little bit.
He
You
doesn't
know.
have the same aura, man. It's gone. He doesn't have that aura
I
anymore. It's
agree.
gone.
I agree. I agree. He still got some, dude. It's Gordon Ryan. Chill out. Like he's not a scrub. Like fucking come on. Well, I'm telling you, if Nicky Rod was standing across from him, he still make sure he's like, I got to be perfect against Gordon. Literally, he said that. But Nicky can beat him,
I
obviously.
think so. Yeah. I uh I gotta close on that because I have to go. Got some
No
stuff
problem,
to
bro.
do, bro. But good chatting.
Sir.
I'll get this uploaded today or tomorrow. Ends.
All right, bro. Just let me know.
Sounds good, bro.
All right, hit me up.
Good.